Keep your head up. It's like you're in this cusp of, if you'll keep it up, hold it up in a supporting, loving way, or it could go the other way and you could feel drowned in it, unsupported. And this just adds more and more on top to push you down. It gets heavy on the top. This is similar to the weighted blanket effect that I've spoken about before, but think about it. If you're only just bringing more negative thoughts, more negative feelings, energy, information, of course it's going to weigh you down. Of course it's going to weigh you down. Like, look at this. This feels impossible to get up under. You can't catch your breath. And it keeps pushing you down and down and down and down and even further down till you no longer recognize yourself. This is not what you are here to do. You're not here to feel so heavy. You're not here to feel so heavy. There is so much more for you if you're able to stay above water. Now, this is hard, but once you understand the tools that you're able to utilize to bring you up into this more expansive space where you don't feel so bombarded with all the crazy stuff that happens in life, or just where you think about things being quote unquote negative, right? The things that we would think about it, oh, this is so hard, this is so difficult, this is so challenging, this is not how I want to feel, no, like not what I want. If you're using this kind of language, of course it's going to feel heavy and it'll collapse on you. And this is where people feel so difficult in being able to step into themselves, because there's all of this on top of them. This is not a fun place to be, but a lot of it can get here, and we can get here very quickly because there is so much happening in the world that we attach ourselves to. And this is the thing, if we're so attached to everything, everything is going to affect us. Everything's going to affect us. This becomes smaller, and then we just spiral down, 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 down. And then there's at this point where it's like you just feel like you can't go on because everything feels so heavy. But okay, let's get back to this side, because this is where we want you to be. This is your soul, okay? And this is how you are able to be you and be full and be what the world needs from you. Because this, you can't be yourself. It's impossible. It's actually impossible. But how if we turn this thing upside down? One thread at a time. I've talked about this. I had like a small short on the ball of yarn and how you untangle it. You can do it bit by bit. But you can also just understand that your mentality, your thoughts and feelings can either hinder you and squish you down, or they can help you and fuel you up, like from the ground up. If we have messaging that feels so light and expansive, or if here's another one that I've used is, if you have a negative, quote unquote negative thought, try and counter it. What would be the opposite of this? And this can be fuel to your fire, like in a good way. I don't want you to be on fire, but I want you to be feeling this magnitude of energy and passion and just fiery, you know, like you see the flames and they flicker and they're just having a great time. But the flames can either clear a path or destroy. So it's up to you to decide which fire you want to fuel, because you want to be left in the cold or in the ashes, or do you want to be part of the flames that are used in a way that is benefiting things? Think of it as like kinetic energy, or just the flow of things. How do you want to catch fire? Think about it, because it's not an easy feat to be able to take this and transform it into the thing that's going to lift you up. And then from the smoke of the fire comes this like vapor, right? And it's makes it easier, like makes things catch fire even more. So you can see how this can make it be detrimental, or it can be like you can see it as a positive thing. I'm not talking about the actual literal fire, but how it can fuel you or how it can diminish you. Are you going to let it destroy you, or are you going to let it help you rise? Bring your attention to the things that are not serving you. If you have a thought, maybe write it down, understand it. But hey, where did that come from? And if this is something that is negative, how can I make it into something quote unquote positive? Or how can I make this into a learning, an understanding, a behavior that's not going to be adding to this? Because this is in the main where most people want to be, but we get too caught up in this energy. And this is okay. This life is, you're learning. We're always learning, right? No one knows this right out coming out the womb. I think some people do. Some people understand this, but it's through going through all life experiences and being able to challenge yourself. This is the world that we live in is very convenient, and we don't usually have to challenge ourselves in many ways. This can make it be into the situation more, because if we're not challenging our thoughts, we think everything is real. We think that this is reality. We think this is the only way it can be, the only way it should be, the only way it can be. But we need to challenge ourselves. This is how we grow. This is, you challenge yourself, you do a hard thing each day. Maybe that is just countering your thought. And this is the expansion, the learning, the growth that happens. Because you don't have to accept anything. You actually don't. Especially if it's not serving you. If it's making you feel heavy, depleted, drained, disgusted, you can just literally not accept it and choose something that actually you can accept, or something you do actually like. Add to this fire that's lifting you up. And you can rise above all this, I want to swear, but I don't want to swear online. All this stuff, let's call it stuff. Rise above it, because this is what is actually for you. And this is all positivity. It's or we can use this negative stuff. Think of an actual fire, the sticks that you have at the bottom. Take the sticks off of here and throw them down here. And this is a foundation where you can build from. You can build from this, and you can throw all these negative things onto here. If you see them in a positive way, this is how you use your mind to flip things, to turn your life upside down in a positive way, right? It's in a way that makes you feel more connected to you, because you're paying attention. Your thoughts are being attended to and challenged. And this isn't a bad thing. This is a good thing to do, because you're not going to be right all the time. Unfortunately, we're just, mere humans, but it's important to make the connection, to be able to see if you are fueling the fire in a way that is detrimental or that is useful.